Massive explosions hit China's northern city, leaving many dead, hundreds more injured. What's going on, guys? MaKaElectric. It is Saturday, the 15th of August, 2015. We're going to have to put the Jericho report off for a day because I have to issue an Operation Blackjack warning. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and now we have a situation to where one of the slides in Operation Blackjack is actually happening. For those not aware, that is the multiple city, multiple country nuclear false flag attack that goes down to usher in the New World Order. I will put a link at the bottom to the full slideshow if you want to check it out. But the first link will be to the slide that I want to address in this video. We bomb Iran, Syria, and China in Operation Blackjack after the nukes go off in America, Canada, Mexico, and London. I'll put a link to that slide. Now check this out. If you haven't seen this, China's northern city explodes. Multiple explosions. Now, I've seen chemical explosions before. In fact, we just had one in Texas, did we not? It didn't look like what happened in China. I'll put a link to the BBC. They got video on the explosion. I'll put another link to a video on Facebook that really, in 1 minute, you want to see what happened in China? Pull up that 1 minute video and check it out. I have never seen anything like that. That is absolute crazy madness. I would say like an asteroid or something fell on China. Or, you know, it's obviously it's not a nuclear weapon because these people are still filming after the blast. You know, they'd be dead if it was a nuclear weapon. But did the United States just bomb China? What are your thoughts on this Chinese explosion? Now, the official story is there is no official story because they can't even get in close enough to figure out what happened. The fires are still burning because they don't know what blew up or what kind of chemicals might be involved. You can't throw water on a chemical fire, so the fires are still burning. Many people dead. My heart goes out to the people affected by this thing. Definitely check out the video. That is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't imagine standing there and watching something like that happen. Now, what happened because of this Chinese explosion? Well, Supercomputer shut down due to the blast. Apparently, they killed China's space program, the Supercomputer that wasn't far away from the blast site. Well, it's down. I'll put a link to that. And does this have anything to do with the Chinese devaluation extends for a third day? The yuan hits 4-year low. Japan escalates currency race to the bottom rhetoric. Does this have anything to do with the fact that China's devaluing currency? I have no idea. Was this a warning shot? Daily Mail puts this out. The outbreak of World War III. Now let's talk about Iran. Let's tie Iran into this. You got Iran, you know, coming out making this nuclear deal with the United States. Everybody's all happy and everything. Well, you know, the next day, well, I'll get to that link in a minute. Right now, Iran is talking about World War III is near, warns Iranian official who blames U.S. and NATO invasion of Afghanistan for fostering extremists. So that from the Daily Mail, you got Iran talking about World War III. Now, right after the nuclear deal, you had Iranian leader tweets graphic of Obama with a gun to his head. From USA Today, look at this. It says, "We welcome no war. We welcome no war, but if war happens, the one who will emerge loser will be the aggressive and criminal United States." This after we just made a nuclear deal with them. So, you know, is it possible that, you know, we're going to bomb and get in some sort of conflict with Iran? Well, you tell me. CNN puts this out. U.S. begins manned airstrikes from Turkey targeting ISIS. Let's go into Syria. We are now bombing Syria. Whether you think ISIS is real or not, the fact remains we are dropping bombs on Syria, I believe, to remove Assad. You know, what do you think about this? Did anybody ask the American people if we wanted to start another war? You know, was Congress, was due process anything? No, we're just going to drop bombs wherever we want in the guise of fighting the Al-Qaeda boogeyman. I'll put a link to CNN. So I have tied you back to that Operation Blackjack slide now. Iran, Syria, China. It's all right there, man. Maybe I'm just crazy. I certainly don't want to be right. I got a few more links to give you from the Blaze. Soon, very soon, you will see the pro-Islamic State hacking group issues chilling warning to America. ISIS, or the Derka, is now saying very soon America will see. We'll see what? Nuclear false flag? I don't know. You tell me. NBC News puts this. ISIS group claims to have hacked information on U.S. military personnel. Constantly with the cyber attacks, you know, internet control is coming. Enjoy this tool we have to communicate. We won't have it forever. Look at this. Clinton email bombshell, serious national security issue. You got the whole Clinton email scandal. That is, you know, the official story. It has created some sort of national security issue. You know, is a false flag going to come in under the guise of that? I don't know. I'll put a link to that. You tell me what you think. That's from the Examiner. Activist Post puts this out. Thousands of Americans, you know, just talk about Jade Helm. Everybody's asking me, what about Jade Helm, man? You got no news on Jade Helm. I have no news on Jade Helm. There is a complete and total media blackout. But Do you think the United States government isn't prepared to deal with the resistance if something goes down? Let me remind you, thousands of Americans have been illegally detained in Chicago's CIA-style detention center. That August 10, 2015, just as a reminder. The next link will be to Jade Helm 15, heavily scrutinized military exercise to open with no media access. Certainly a media blackout. We haven't heard a thing. If you live in a Jade Helm state, I encourage you, if you're seeing military activity, please post it to YouTube and make sure we see that. That from the Washington Post. Secret military drill going on in the background while China is exploding, Iran's talking about World War III, and we're dropping bombs on Syria. We Are Change has this ex-intelligence chief states, ISIS rise a willful Washington decision. No crap, just like Al-Qaeda on 9/11. The United States government, if they weren't involved directly, they certainly didn't do anything to stop it. You know, speaking of 9/11, there you go. One last link. Families of 9/11 victims on verge of proving government cover-up in court. I wish them luck. I really hope we see 9/11 truth in our lifetime, but I don't think they're going to let that come out. I think the whole Fox News and Geraldo buildingwhat.org campaign, that was just a test to see if the American people would even give a shit. Sadly, I don't think most people do. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on this. What do you think happened in China? Chemical explosion? My ass. In my opinion, something got dropped on China. I can't prove this, but pull up that explosion and take a look. These are very volatile times. I've tied you back to Operation Blackjack. Those links will be at the bottom. You really want to review that just in case it happens to go down here sometime soon. You want to know what really happened. You guys take care, stay safe. I will see you on the next one.